Hey, hey, hey. Hey, we from the city. We from the city. We from the city. Hey, I said.
It looks like you lost another one.
We from the city. Shit ain't too pretty.
Welcome to the Bitter Dads Podcast. I'm Rad.
And I'm Ivan.
What's up, brother?
Listen, man, it's been far too long. That's all I gotta say.
Far too long, man. And, for whatever reason, we haven't done a pod in a little while, but it feels good, man. It feels like we ain't missed out on anything, brother.
Just missed out on weeks of, material.
Of actual material.
No, we're just messing around now.
No, we're not messing around. It's actually true. So I'm going to tell you the reason why we missed out on so much material.
We're breaking up.
We're breaking up.
Yeah, this is the last.
We're getting a divorce. And our light went out, and that is perfectly fine.
That's fine. Never happened.
Nah. What's up with you, though, brother? What's up, man? What's new with you?
Nah, man, just living the dream. The kids and Chelsea just went out to
Orlando.
Went to Disney today. Well, they didn't go to Disney, but they went to Florida, went to Epcot. So they're out there having fun. So I stay back, working. How
Whatever.
about you?
What's Epcot? I don't know nothing about Disney at all.
Man, be honest, it's just one of the attractions out there. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I've never been there.
You never been to Disney either?
No, I've been to Disney, Universal Studio, Islands of Adventure. I've never been to Epcot. So I don't know exactly.
Is that what the Harry Potter thing is and stuff?
It may be. I ain't gonna lie. Chelsea was doing a lot of research on this stuff.
Yeah.
And she told me a lot, and I kind of I don't want to say zoned out, but
zoned out.
My head it was just too much information to be processed.
Kind of sort of what you did to me earlier.
Yeah, a little something,
Yeah, I'm having a full blown conversation with this guy, asking questions and all type of stuff, and this dude's like, "Wait, are you talking to me?"
Bro, first of all, hold on. If you're gonna tell the story, tell it all. My man was sitting down, right? He was talking. His phone was right here, so I assumed he was on the phone,
Right.
not knowing you was having a full conversation with me. That just shows you I'm not a newsy person. I'm not gonna fucking eavesdrop at your conversation.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I didn't even realize that I had my phone sitting up by my face.
No, he was like this, legit talking to me, which I heard him talking. I don't remember what he was saying because I wasn't paying attention. I assumed he was on the phone, so he's like this talking.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Still think you're a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he had me over there talking to myself, and he's like, "Oh, were you talking to me?" So
listen,
repeat what you said. I didn't want to say nothing.
At least you know I'm not a newsy person.
I guess. Yeah, man,
I was right next to you having a whole conversation.
You'd be the first Puerto Rican in history of Puerto Ricans that's not newsy.
Oh, I'm newsy. I never said I wasn't newsy. I'm just saying I just wasn't paying attention to your conversation.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's all good.
But what's up with you, bro? What's new with you?
Oh, man. You see this tan? You see this tan? The man been out in the sun a little bit, fucking with the yard, the pool, and all that stuff. Nah, honestly, it's just been chilling, man. Kind of, the last couple weeks, man, the heat waves have just been crazy, so I've just been staying in, honestly. You know that.
Nah, this heat wave has been insane. Not only that, these rains, the storms we've been having, it's been nuts, too.
Yeah.
People are having, losing power and trees, coming down and things like that, but...
Yeah. Besides being here from time to time, while you guys play dominoes and I'm just the entertainment, at that point, that's how I feel. I'm just sitting there just to fucking crack jokes on everybody.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Just talk shit.
But, it's good times, brother. But besides that, I've just been in the crib, man. It's just been too hot.
No, way too fucking hot.
It's just been way too hot.
I just can't wait till the weather to break and finally hit the 80s. Not those fucking high 90s, hundreds. It's just.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's supposed to start off with the 80s.
Hope so. Yeah, because this humidity has been nuts.
Yeah, 100%.
But hopefully we have a banger for you guys today. I guess let's dive into it. So, why is it a double standard between men and women in relationships?
Man, I know me and you spoke about this earlier before while we was coming up with the topics. This would have been a perfect time to have a woman on the pod.
Yeah, I agree.
But We
Just
all
just so it doesn't sound, like sexist or
super
just
sexist, but
one-sided and things like that.
double standards in the relationship between a man and a woman. It depends on so what do you think is like a double standard? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, I mean, double standard is like something that
No,
a
no,
man,
like yeah, go ahead.
like I guess a man can do and not get in trouble, or a woman can do and not get in trouble, but it's not right for the other person, the other gender, things like that.
I feel like it's so many different double standards though. Like you could have double standards. So for instance, me and you spoke about this so much. So for instance, if we so as a man, right? And I don't know if it's the same for women, but as a man, when we do certain things, we're not doing it for the thank you, right?
Yeah.
We're not doing it for the thank you. So when what I'm saying is like doing anything in the household, if we're fixing anything, we're cleaning up, or we're cooking, we're the shit that you're supposed to do at home, right? We don't do these things for thank you, just for some type of acknowledgement, though. It's cool, right? But when a female does it, and if you have a good guy, he's going to acknowledge it. He will acknowledge it, whether it's him buying you flowers or him wanting to take you out because you were taking care of whatever you were saying. Not saying this is what a man is looking for, but some type of acknowledgement is cool. I feel like we can be doing things in the crib and it doesn't get acknowledged, but once we don't do anything, that's when the acknowledgement comes that we're not doing something. So I guess in a sense that's a double standard, huh?
I don't know if it'd be like a double standard. I mean, maybe it could land in that.
Like you could sit there and talk shit to us because we didn't do anything, but you didn't acknowledge it. So no, I probably won't. Yeah, at this point, I'm just chatting.
No, not trying. It's just like I don't know if I would consider that double standard.
So
Like
I don't know.
like I see what you're saying.
So
in
give me
in
an
that
example of what
perspective.
you think a double standard is. Double standard is.
Perfect example. I mean, we don't have to use a specific topic, but like okay, how many bodies you have, right?
Hmm.
Like as a man, to be like, oh, 30, 35, 40, whatever. And then if, most men would be like, oh, that's pretty solid. And then if a woman was to say that, men would look at them like, oh, she's a lady for the streets and things like that, which I'm just saying
He's
that
one of those guys.
that can be a double standard.
But you're one of those guys.
But
You would look at a female like, oh, she's
what if she has too many fucking bodies?
yeah, like 30.
30,
So
40?
so if a female comes to you and like, yo, I got 30 bodies. Exactly. So you can't.
I'm just
I don't
saying, you ask what's the double standard, I would say that's a double standard. So
see that. That's not even questions I ask. I wouldn't even ask that question.
you asked me what would be a double standard. I said we don't have to use it. I'm
We
saying
have to
that
come up with a good double standard. We have to come up with a good double standard. Like, why is it okay for a female to complain about a man wearing gray gray sweatpants because of the print, but
'cause of
you
the
could
print.
go outside and dress like
You see,
how
that right there is a double standard.
that's a double standard. I feel like,
You know?
like as a female, you would sit there and complain to your dude like you showing off a little too much,
All right,
but you can go out with the girls and show off a lot.
that's a double standard. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's a double standard. What you was coming up with was
it's a double standard too.
that was just judging.
No, it's technically a double standard. Like because a woman would feel like, okay, well, if a man can have a high body count, why can't I? Without being judged?
Yeah.
It's technically. A
So
double
with this topic, I mean, with this question, why is it double standards between a man and a female in relationships? That's tough. Because I don't know I don't know,
what we're basing it on?
yeah, what we're basing it off of. I feel like it's so many things that,
Yeah, that's a great question.
it's a great question. I have no answers.
Yeah. Now, honestly, we just took these different topics and we just wrote them down just to see.
A
But
double standard in relationship between a man and a woman. Yeah, I don't know. Why is it so much? Why is it a double standard? I don't know. I don't know.
I can see how both sides, how a female can feel a little neglected, and as a man in a relationship, you can feel that as well.
Well, neglected 100%,
Yeah.
and
I wouldn't say necessarily double standard. I feel like
but
that's a bad
but
choice of
we
word.
can we can, yeah, that's a bad. I feel like double standard is a bad choice of
Yeah.
word for this particular topic.
Definitely neglected. My bad, I'm butchering the word, but like, there's a lot of things I'm sure women feel like they do X, Y, Z, one, two, three, and they feel like, their spouse is not, appreciative, or, same thing. Men, we're only human, right? We feel the same way too, So
So yeah, so that right there, you just so a female can come to you and tell you like, I don't feel appreciated, I don't feel the love, I don't feel like you're affectionate enough,
uh-huh.
or whatever the case is, right?
Hmm.
And then as a man, you have to try to figure out how to get your woman out of that headspace, right?
Hmm.
But if a man comes to you like, yo, like I feel like you're spending too much time in the streets, I don't feel the affection, or I don't feel like love the same way you used to show me love, then in that sense, we're complaining.
I can see how that can be like,
That's a double standard.
I agree with that. I feel like, being in a relationship, if we're going to stick on that specific topic, what I mean? I feel like everybody needs to go out, right? You need that time away to kind of reset, whether it's hanging out with the girls, hanging out with the guys, But if it's one of them things where, it's becoming like a every weekend type of thing, and then you're out late hours into the night, and you're grown with kids and whole relationship, I think that's where it can get like a little muddy, right? I feel like, me personally, I wouldn't do it to my spouse, and I wouldn't like it if my spouse did it to me.
Right.
I feel like, everybody needs to go out, whether with their friends, family, have fun. It's going to happen. You're going to do it. But if it becomes a little too excessive, at that point, you're kind of moving like you're single. So that's just me personally.
Yeah. All right, we off that topic because that topic is a little. I feel like right now that topic is just all over the place.
Right.
Like I just don't know how to answer that topic properly.
This is just blame Instagram for these topics.
For that topic particularly, But all right, next topic. If your girlfriend's ex, or your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, if your partner's ex sends them money for their birthday, and then you approach them and tell them like, "Yo, I need you to send that back," and so if your ex-girlfriend sends you money for your birthday, right?
Okay.
And your wife comes to you like, "Yo, send that money back," would you send it back?
So wait a minute, so if my ex sends me money
Sends you money for your birthday, yeah,
and my wife tells me to send it back,
yeah,
what would I do?
yeah,
I will 100% send it back.
right,
I just feel like, I always do what's called role reversal. Like, how would I feel if my spouse was in that situation? I'll tell you what, if her ex was to send her money, to me that would be just red flags just thrown all over the field.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Why is he that comfortable to do that? Yet alone, two, why you're that comfortable to accept it? If
right,
I'm providing as a man, if I'm providing everything that you want and need and everything's good, there's no reason why your ex should be doing any of that.
right,
There should be little to no relationship. It's an ex for an ex. So
mm,
that's just how I feel on the topic.
right, 100%. I feel the same way. I feel like your ex shouldn't have any access to you.
100%. It's an ex
If
for an
he's
ex.
your ex or she's your ex, they shouldn't have any access to you. There should be no reason or why they have your Cash App, your PayPal, your Venmo. Like, they shouldn't have any of that access to that. For them to feel freely to send you anything for your birthday, and for you at that point to accept it, and for me to have to come to you like, yo, I need you to send that back. I shouldn't even have to tell you that.
Shouldn't even be a question.
That should have never even been something I came to you and was like, yo, send that money back.
I mean, to be honest, it shouldn't even been a situation where it should have been sent anyway.
It should have never been sent. But
That's just how I feel on that situation.
people outside of relationships, they just, they do whatever they're allowed to do. Let's
Right.
just say that. Whatever they're allowed to do. And for you to accept the bread, granted, how do I know it happened? Right?
Hmm.
I guess you were honest enough to let me know.
Well, I hope it. I mean, if you have a partner that does that, that are honest with you and tell you that, hey, this is what happened, then I would expect, hopefully, that your partner is also a good person will send that money back without you even have to tell them. Just for the strength that they were honest with you, you know?
100%.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
expecting
hoping.
you. I'm expecting you to send that bread back
Without
as
even
I would
telling
do
them.
the same
Right.
thing.
Because I wouldn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
Like, if that was, I mean, if that was that, it wouldn't never happen to me, but let's say if it does, I'll be like, okay, that's weird. Send it right back, and I'll let my spouse know, like, yo, that was weird. Look what happened.
Hmm.
So,
You send it back and then you block them.
all right, call it a day, because that shouldn't even be happening.
That shouldn't be
Listen, if
happening.
that does happen, there's definitely red flags on the play.
Red flags is some way, somehow. I feel like in that sense, if somebody's that comfortable
Right? Come,
to send you anything, for me, I mean,
there's got to be more to it.
it has to be more to it. It has to be you guys are communicating or something, bro. It's like, why is this person thinking about you on your birthday?
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, again, it could be it. The receiving of it is never cool, right? But if it's like a fresh breakup, obviously, like your fresh breakup is gonna know everything about you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna know all your fucking cash apps and all that shit. But yeah, no, if you send that bread without letting me know and you let me, I mean, yeah, if you send the money back as after you received it, kudos to you. Kudos to you to coming to me and letting me know it happened, but it should never happen.
Yeah.
Like that's something you always nip in the butt. As soon as that happens, you block them. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what it's supposed. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. That's just me. You agree?
I 100% agree with you, man. So all right. So I guess what do you think is the biggest challenge that couples face today?
What do you think is the biggest challenge? Um, Social media.
It's a good one.
Social media is the biggest challenge. Social media causes so many relationships to fail, marriages to fail. I just feel like everybody lives off of social media. Everybody, I mean, not everybody, but you got some couples, whether it's your lady or it's the dude, that's always putting up the thirst traps where you getting the DMs flooded. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, social media for me, I feel like it's one of the biggest challenges for couples today to face. I feel like. What you think?
You actually took that out of my mouth because that's what I was thinking about. So I hate that we always freaking agree. Uh, I honestly I hate that because me and him, I guess because we knew each other our whole lives, it's just we always think like the same way kind of for the most on most things, you know. But that's definitely one of them. Like definitely for sure, social media, and I can't use the other one I want to use, so
What?
I can't because it's gonna be the next question.
Oh,
So I can't, that's honestly was my follow up, but yeah, for me it would be social media. Social media I feel is like there's too much fake stuff on there. You know, a lot of people fake. You know, even handing homeless people,
money.
money and food, and it's just so fake. They do everything just for videos, likes, and that's how they get paid. And
Clicks and shit.
they paint pictures that everybody's happily married and relationships, everything's fucking rainbows, and it's not.
Yeah.
Listen, in relationships, everything, in a real relationship, you're gonna go through your trials and errors. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs. A lot of highs and a lot of lows. But that's what couples, whenever they fight through it, whether it's good or bad, that's what makes them good.
Mhm.
So, but social media is definitely a top one for sure.
So social media is the killer of all relationships. Just point blank. If you're not open with your social media with your partner, as far as like if a dude DMs you and you're not like, hey, look, right? Because I know there's motherfuckers that do shit like that. Like, look, babe. Or it's vice versa. If a female is DMing you and you're not sitting there like, babe, look, I feel like then anything is possible because I don't know what's going on in your social media. I don't know what dudes are sending you through social media. I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So, and you're not coming to me in that sense to be like, yo, look at this type of stuff.
Yeah.
granted, that's your social media, that's your platform, but I feel like being in a relationship, that has to be open as far as like us sharing that in a sense. But social media to me, yeah. And if you got, if your girl got single friends that cheat, that's a red flag too.
Yeah, I mean,
Or your dude or your girl.
vice versa. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always the one. It's tough if you're going out with a group of friends and they're all like not good, and then you're the only good one because it's not saying
that shit rubs off. No matter how much motherfuckers say like, "Oh, I'm my own person. I'm not easily influenced." Blah blah blah, bruh. The more you chill with these people, the more it starts to rub off on you. I just feel like that's just what it
I
is.
mean, I kind of disagree a little bit. I think it depends on the person.
What you mean? Like your partner?
Like no, just the person in general. Like me personally, I've never been the type to like just follow people just because they what they do. Like I'm one of those guys. Like there could be like all my homies can be around me drinking, smoking, whatever. And this is just an example. But I'm not that type of guy that I'm gonna do it just to seem cool or anything
Hmm.
like that. I'm not. For lack of better words, I'm personally I don't feel like I'm easily influenced.
Right,
Yeah, I mean I'm okay. Like listen, I have plenty of friends who be like, oh, you're being a bitch
right.
for not drinking, or you're being this for not doing that.
Yeah,
Listen, I have friends who cheat on their spouses, and I'm not just saying in general that in the past, but I'm not gonna judge them, but I'm not gonna go ahead and do it because they're doing it. That's on them. That's their shit.
yeah.
Just me personally, I just feel like I think you as a person, you have the choice in anything in life, and if you're easily influenced, then I feel you gotta do some self reflecting to
But
be
you
an
got to
adult.
remember, man, there's people out here in this world
That's crazy.
that's weak,
No, I get it, but
super weak. And like I said, it could be people that you chill with on a daily basis, and you see this constantly, all the time.
hmm
At some point, I feel like it starts to rub off a little bit. Maybe it won't be cheating. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. It could be anything. I don't know. But for me, as far as this question, I think the biggest challenge is social media for any couple.
I agree.
For any couple, social media is the biggest challenge, especially if you don't share like your person. If you don't post up your person and you just live your life through social media as if you're single,
But so what about the people who have social media but don't post anything?
like anything at all.
Just anything. No.
Yeah, then
Like maybe they'll do some work. So for me, the reason why I'm asking that is I just want to push back a little bit and see your thought process on that because like somebody like me, I don't post anything. Like very rarely I post maybe something for work or anything like that. But as far as like pictures of my kids, my wife, anything, I don't really post it on social media unless I'm getting tagged for the most part.
yeah,
Like how do you feel about that? Do you
I,
think I have something to hide, or people like that have something to hide, or
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
curious.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like social media is a huge
Okay.
problem for relationships.
I agree with that.
For me, I think that's where a lot of relationships, marriage, all that. I
Can
think that's
fail.
where they all fail from. Like nowadays,
Yeah. No, I agree.
yeah, I feel like back in the day it was because you found out Earl was a crackhead.
Yeah, it's stupid.
You
Man.
found out Earl was doing crack or he was, you know what I mean, snorting a little powder or something. That's when
That's cocaine.
that's when you broke up your family. But nah, nowadays I feel like it's just social media. Social media just ruined everything for a lot of people, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I can see how it could be for sure. I mean,
so
thank God it didn't hurt me, but
so how important is communication in your relationship?
oh man, I would say that's probably number one.
Hmm,
I
exactly.
me, and I'm an open book these days, so it's like I said earlier in the conversation where every relationship is not rainbows and daisies and fairy tale and you know what I mean like you go with your ups and you go with your downs and me and the wife went through a little rough patch where we noticed where we weren't really communicating as we should and I felt like any little thing kind of became a big thing when in reality it's a little thing
Right.
and we both kind of came to the conclusion where it's like we weren't really communicating as we should
Right.
and and a lot of it I took fault in it. I said, I take ownership in it, and then she took ownership as well, which I thought, was awesome that we both owned up to our mistakes. Like it wasn't just one party, and I thought that was awesome. And but we came to the conclusion like, hey, we both kind of lost that communication, and if we let one little thing become a big thing, immediately we went into defense mode where I'm arguing, she's arguing, we're kind of not really necessarily yelling, but we're disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're not the yelling type, but you know, we came to the conclusion like, yo, it's just us not communicating, be on the same page.
Yeah.
So it's definitely has to be top on my list, especially for my relationship. How about you?
Yeah, I agree. Communication should be the most important thing in anyone's relationship. That's the only way you're going to find out what's bothering your partner. That's the only way you're going to find out communication is the key. Then respect.
I like
Respect number 2. Communication 1, respect number 2, loyalty 3, love 4.
that. Love at 4?
Love is 4. I feel like you can tell me you love me and still treat me like shit. That's a fact.
No, it's true.
I feel like you can tell anybody like, yeah, I love you, but still cheat on me. You can tell me you love me, but don't show me affection. Yeah, I mean, so for me, love is 4. Communication, respect, loyalty, love. For me, I think
I like
that's
yours.
how. Yeah, that's how I feel like that's how it should be. Respect is high up there, and like, fuck all that. If you don't respect me at all, you can tell me you love me and be loyal to me all you want. That shit don't matter to me. But communication is definitely key, man. I feel like if you're not communicating what's bothering you, then you start to build that up, then explode at once. Like, I know how that was. I know how that is. Like I dealt with that at a point in time in my life, like where communication was just completely terrible. And
I feel like a lot. I mean, if anyone who's been in a long-term relationship experienced that one way or another.
yeah.
They had
But
to.
yeah, communication is key, yo. If y'all want your relationship to be healthy, listen to your partner. But don't listen to respond. Listen to learn how to fix whatever the issue is. I feel like that's the best way you're gonna have to communicate. But your partner can't hold that against you either. Like, yo, I told you this, and I'm gonna hold this over your head, type shit either.
Yeah, because sometimes it takes time.
It takes time.
It's not gonna be overnight.
Definitely not gonna be overnight. Relationships are work. The toughest relationships are the best relationships. The relationships that went through shit and y'all still together, that's the best relationships because that's strong and it shows that nothing can break y'all.
I think that's my biggest deal breaker. Like if I know someone is not gonna be loyal, just because I know I'm gonna be loyal. Like everything that I'm gonna put in this relationship, I would expect back on the other party. So I think that's kind of like my deal breaker. Like if I know someone who's not gonna be loyal or just lie to me and just it's gonna hurt. So then me personally, I think that's my non-negotiable.
But how do you know somebody's loyal, especially if it's something like starting off?
But that's the thing, you're not gonna know, and it sucks. But if you find out, it's gonna suck.
Non-negotiable. I think it goes back to communicating. A person that refuses to communicate, that's a non-negotiable. I need somebody that's gonna be able to talk to me. This is it's gonna be kind of like left field, but hygiene.
I knew he was gonna go there. I thought about feet.
Nah, yeah, hygiene. Hygiene is huge. I'm big on smelling good. I need my partner to be on well, the person, whoever I'm talking to, my partner, whatever. I need them to be on that same boat. Hygiene is definitely, that means breath and body.
What happened if his feet is busted?
If his feet is busted, that's crazy. You think I didn't catch? You think I wasn't gonna catch that?
Yeah, I tried to sneak one in there for a clip.
You didn't think I was gonna catch that? Nah, I'm not gonna be the one you get the clips on. It's gonna definitely be that ball out. Nah, but so it's not a foot fetish. She thinks it is. I don't have a foot fetish, but
Borderline foot fetish. It's alright though.
I am big on pretty toes.
Okay.
Like you can't, like I won't be able to deal with anybody with like ugly feet. Is that weird though?
It's not weird. I mean, I mean, your thought process on it, I kind of agree with. So it makes sense, right? I'm a piggyback on the hygiene thing, right? So you want to be with someone who has good hygiene, and if it's summertime, you got your feet out and they busted, and it tells a lot about you, So I
Listen,
I
dog.
can
I feel like I got nice feet for a man. For a man, I feel like I got nice feet, right? So I'm not gonna deal with a chick that my feet look better than.
oh shit, man. So you don't want LeBron toes out there?
Fuck no. I see LeBron feet on a female.
Yo, what happens if she's
I'm
a 10
tripping
though?
you. Nah,
Nah,
that brings you down to a 4.
yeah, damn.
That brings you down to a 4, maybe 3. I might be being generous, but I wouldn't talk to you.
You want to talk to her? So if she's a 10 and she has every quality that you would look in a woman, but her toes are Wu-Tanging.
No. I mean, then that's different. I feel like I can overlook that.
Can you?
If a female has every quality that I look for in a female and in a woman, but she got beat feet,
Hmm.
I think I could overlook the feet.
Good. I was hoping you go there.
Yeah, I think I could overlook the feet. I mean, but you got to have every quality that I'm looking for a female. That's an honest person. That's a person with a good head on their shoulders. A person that can communicate. Like looks is key. Like looks is important. But I'm looking past looks.
Well, that's why I said that they had everything that you're looking for.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking past looks.
It's about looks.
I'm looking past how your body is. I don't give a fuck if you got a fat ass, big titties, whatever the case is. It's more personality. If I can have a full blown conversation with you and a good conversation, if I can trust you, if I can feel like we respect each other, if we can communicate and I feel like, yeah, I feel like things like that. A good head on his shoulder, has a goal in life, somebody that doesn't depend on a man to do every single thing. Even though in a relationship, I feel like as a man, we try,
Yeah.
at least. But yeah, if you're hitting everything as far as a female, like if I don't have to ask for affection, if I don't have to ask for time, if I don't have to, yeah, I feel like if you're hitting on everything, I could look past the feet.
I can 100% do that.
But if you're not, then that's a non-negotiable.
See, I don't care about feet, man. Feet don't bother me.
You're bugging. You're a liar. So right now, if a pretty ass woman comes up to you and wants to talk to you, right? The most gorgeous woman in the world. And them things is cooked. LeBron.
I'm married,
West Side.
so.
Come on, bro. Come on. Stop with that. We need you to take yourself out to
Oh,
marriage.
so okay, if I was single,
Yeah.
see, that stuff don't bother me, man. I'm telling you.
So if somebody as beautiful as
Okay.
the most beautiful woman in the world and they got LeBron's feet.
That don't bother me.
So if you have sex, socks on or
Okay.
off.
That don't matter. Socks on.
Yo, you're a
Don't matter to
nasty
me.
boy. You
That shit
nasty,
don't
bro.
bother me. Just don't rub me.
And you're sucking on them toes.
See, I don't like feet, bro.
Nah,
Even
you're
if a
nasty
woman
boy.
has pretty feet,
You're
I just-
nasty.
I don't suck toes. I don't do none of that. It just to
That's
me,
nasty
feet does
work.
nothing.
That's nasty work, guy.
Man, you a toe kisser. It's alright.
Listen, if they nice.
It's just, I'm just not a feet guy. So I can care less whether they look nice or they look pretty. I mean, look nasty. Don't do shit for me.
Mm-mm. So them things corned up. Ashy,
So now,
skin
okay, now
peeling.
I feel like we're getting in the weeds with this, bro. Now we're talking about like crust.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
we're talking
that.
about cornrow. I mean,
Yeah, all that.
it wouldn't bother me, but I would say like put some lotion on them or something. Like I don't fucking know.
I don't believe him at all.
That shit ain't gonna
I
bother
don't
me.
believe him at all. He's a
I
cap
could look
artist.
past that shit.
That's cool. He says that to be politically correct or right.
I don't
I'm
care.
gonna keep it a stack. If them things is cooked, If my feet look better than your feet, then it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. I remember being a younger dude riding on the bus, and if I seen women with well, not women, man. At that time, I'm probably like 18, 19. If I seen chicks, they got their toes on, and they cute, I'm gonna go holler at you, and I'm gonna let you know like you got pretty feet.
And see, you have a foot fetish.
That's not a foot fetish. I just like pretty feet.
It's
A
alright.
foot fetish is like somebody saying, I don't care what your feet look like.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's not a foot fetish.
No,
That shit just turned.
Nah, foot fetish is them people that be on fine feet, foot find. Was it feet finder? Foot
see.
finder. Feet finder?
I don't know. Where's your phone at? Let's look at the bookmarks.
It's like foot finder, right? Feet finder.
I think it's foot finder, feet finder, foot finder.
One of the two.
One of the two.
Now those are people that got foot fetish, like the people that pay for subscriptions to go look at people's feet.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was about to sign up for it and see if I can post my pics on it and make some money, but it was too much. I'm messing around. I'm joking. I did tell Charles. I was joking when you were there. I'm joking with her. I'm like, dude.
Would you be okay with it though?
Fucking right. Why wouldn't I be?
I will be.
Is it you wouldn't want that?
No, I'll be okay with it. If my lady has some nice feet, yeah, listen,
I don't really care. Like you're not showing nothing crazy. It's just
I might
fucking
be the one to
feet.
bring it up to you.
Yeah, fucking feet. Who cares?
Yeah, I might be the one bringing it up to you.
You're
All
not
right.
showing no face. No.
I'm gonna take the
rocking
pictures. I'm gonna set the scene.
Well, I'm pretty sure you would take the pictures.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm making money off these pictures. We splitting that shit 50-50 too. Because I'm the photographer.
You're the photographer.
I got you the lace socks. Got your feet done. You got your pearls around your feet. Rose petals. Lighting. Damn, I just gave up so much shit. So whoever takes that idea,
There you go.
give me like 10%.
I mean, I do 8%. I go lower than.
That's fine.
Imagine. That's fucked up.
Shit. So what? You know, we got the non-negotiables, the communication. What does trust mean to you in a relationship?
Man, trust is everything,
Mm.
right? It's kind of one things. If you don't have trust, then what do you have? You know.
Mm.
And I feel like one of them things, like it's both ways, and I was gonna think of it like that. But you know, if you don't trust somebody, then why be in a relationship? You know?
I feel like I can't trust you, bro. After you talking about you could date a chick that look like her feet look like Tyrone Hill, that's crazy.
Yo, do you say Tyrone Hill from the Sixers?
Absolutely.
What that man do to
That was
you?
the ugliest man in the NBA.
Man look like a fucking hybrid between a skeleton and a fucking
Oh
alien.
man, Chacho, bro. I don't know if I could trust you anymore, bro.
That's messed up.
Nah, yeah. Go ahead. My bad for cutting you off.
Yeah, see, that's fucked up. So now I don't even want to talk, but yeah, no, trust is everything. You know, definitely. Now you got me fucking losing train of thought here, bro. Got me thinking about Tyrone Hill. Sheesh.
Nah, for me, trust is too. I mean, what did I say? Communication.
We talked about communication. We talked about
What was my top four?
love, respect, loyalty,
So
communication, respect.
So I guess trust is going to be right under love,
So 5.
right after love. So 5, top 5. Top 5 is trust.
Definitely gotta have trust, especially in a relationship. If you don't have trust, then why be in a relationship? You know. That's
Yeah,
just-
I don't want to feel like I have to. I don't want to feel like I had to ask you the 21 questions or what you was doing that night. I want to feel like I trust you. You're out with the girls and you're dancing. I want to feel like you respected us.
Yeah.
In the relationship. So I want to feel like I trust you enough to be out doing that and not have to worry about who you was dancing with, how you was dancing, if you got anybody's numbers, if you gave anybody your social media. Or, I want to like trust is huge.
I agree with that.
Trust is huge. So trust in a relationship for me, top 5. Top 5. It might go in between 3 and 5. 4 is love for sure, but it's going to be in between like loyalty and trust. So it's going to be 3 and 5. But trust is huge, man. If I can't trust my person or my person can't trust me, then it's going to be non-stop arguing because you're always assuming
The worst.
the worst.
Worst, yeah.
And if you're in your relationship, this goes back to communication. If you're able to communicate properly, then I feel like in that sense, it's a reassuring thing. Like you reassure your partner, like I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to worry about them being out in the streets doing dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about them coming home and bringing me something. I don't have to worry about them cheating. I don't have like shit like that. I feel like trust is huge, bro. Trust is huge. Trust is a big part of really any relationship.
Damn, I think we killed it in this podcast.
Yeah, it was a good
It
job.
was a
Good
job.
laughs.
I mean, the first one was a little rocky with
The double standard?
Because like these are all questions that me and him don't really talk beforehand. We kind of just freestyle them. So
As you can tell.
yeah, I was about to say we're gonna give it to you. At least you guys know it's authentic, right?
Oh,
We're not gonna feed you nonsense.
great shooters.
Right. So, but I think we hit on a lot of things. I think we agree with a lot, and for
This might
I
actually
think we
be
disagreed in a few.
Did we?
Yeah.
On this?
On one.
Nah, the only thing we disagreed was about the feed.
No, it was that and it was something else. But typically, me and you are kind of spot on with everything, which is good though.
Let me see.
I would love maybe in the future, man. I know we talked about it. Get some other hosts on here. Maybe like have a female perspective. I would love to do that.
I definitely want a female's perspective, and I want another guy on here too, man. Just to get a third opinion on certain things, because we always kind of like agree on everything, like you said. To have somebody else's opinion that might not agree with what we're saying and give their perspective and views on some of the topics, I feel like we should do that.
But that's why I like our comment section.
Yeah.
I love how whether I'm right or wrong or he's right or wrong, you guys always are engaging. So,
Yeah.
if you let us know in the comments. Like we check them all the time. If you guys agree with us, disagree, definitely let us know. We'd love to
100%.
hear any type of feedback.
I definitely want to hear feedback about the double standard thing, because I couldn't really come up with a good double standard between a relationship. And
Even
a relationship.
if they can come up with one, we'll talk about it next podcast.
What topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they come up with a good double standard, we'll touch on it. I'm cool with
100%.
it. So
100%.
be engaged, engage with you guys, our supporters and our fans and stuff.
Yeah, man, just keep supporting, man. We did have a hiatus and took some time off. But it was whatever, personal issues.
But I'm gonna tell you, he was locked up. That's what happened.
Yeah, man. I apologize. I won't be a criminal anymore. Nah, but life stuff. But again, we're back up and running. So expect these things coming back up every Friday.
Every Friday.
Friday morning, 9 o'clock, right?
9. Yeah, we're aiming for 9 a.m.
9 a.m. So get your reminders on.
Yep. Make sure you follow, like us on every social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, the whole nine. So
Like us, share, and subscribe.
take care.
Love.
City. With niggas just shooting no bullshit. You with the ops, you a target. One call cause you killed on some bullshit. Spin the block so many times you can curse it. Last words you heard was all shit. Keep it 100 no frost shit. You with your guys, get them all hit. You can't fuck with the city.